Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Think Future podcast. I'm your host, Chris Calabucas, and once again, we're coming at you live from deep in the heart of Silicon Valley, California. So, are you getting disruptive innovation from your innovation team? Are you getting that? Are you getting what you feel is disruptive innovation from your team? Are you giving them the opportunity to create this disruptive innovation? Are you incentivizing them to create the kind of innovation that you're looking for? Because I've seen this before where people are like, oh, our innovation group is great. We come up with some great ideas, but everything's incremental. We don't do anything really disruptive, really different, really interesting. Billion-dollar ideas. We don't come up with them. So maybe you have to think to yourself, why are people not coming up with the kind of disruptive ideas that I'm looking for? Why, when I ask them to do that, I ask them to provide us with disruptive ideas, I come out and say, we need billion dollar ideas, folks. We need to shake things up. We need to be disruptive. Yet they still don't come up with anything disruptive. And you think to yourself, why is that? And then, I might have something is to you, give you a suggestion is that maybe the reason why they're not coming up with disruptive innovation is because maybe they're not really incentivized to come up with disruptive innovation, right? Maybe they're not incentivized to create new products and services that are truly disruptive. Maybe they're spending more of their time politicking. Maybe they're spending more of their time trying to figure out how to get a promotion. Maybe they're spending more of their time thinking about how to build the size of their team. Maybe they're spending more time. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying here is that what are you incentivizing people to do? How does somebody move forward within your organization? How do they get more status? How do they get more money? How do they uh, increase their career level within your organization? Is it because they create disruptive new products and services? Or is it because they're doing specific internal, like they're playing internal politics with other people within the organization? I mean, if you gave, I think of it this way, if you gave somebody a choice right now, let's say it's I don't know, 4:30 and quitting time is 5, right? It's 4:30 and you have an employee within your organization and the employee has a choice in the next half hour between creating a new disruptive idea, which could make your company $1 billion, or schmoozing with the boss for half an hour to see if he can get a promotion. Which one of those things do you think your employees are going to do? Now, just think about it for a second. Just don't think about the future of your employees. Don't think about some nice future state that you might be in when the incentives are pushed to you. But think about right now, this very second. If that situation, if that scenario was presented to your typical employee, what would they do? Would they do would they think about the disruptive innovation for half an hour and come up with a disruptive innovation and present it to their innovation team? Or would they spend the time schmoozing with their boss to see if they can get a promotion or raise or something better? See, in many corporations, the thing that we incentivize is the moving up through the ranks through the organization because we give people titles, we give people money, we give people all these things that basically reward their ability to politically maneuver within the organization, right? We don't give them money for disruptive innovation. When do you pay for disruptive innovation? You don't. A lot of companies don't. Some companies do. Some companies do. Some companies give out patent awards. Some companies give out awards for generating ideas. But it's very few companies reward and incentivize and remunerate disruptive innovation. More of them basically pay people more and advance people more within an organization if they've done the right thing politically, if they've do all the right career things as opposed to all the right innovation things. So you have to look at your organization top to bottom and go, what are we incentivizing? Are we incentivizing the disruptive innovation? Are we incentivizing the creation of products that bring our customers joy and therefore more money? Or are we incentivizing our employees to just seek a higher tier within the organization with more monetary rewards. Which one of those, if you designed your innovation, your organization to incentivize innovation, or have you designed your organization to incentivize schmoozing with the boss and politicking? I mean, which one of those is it? That's probably your answer as to whether or not you're generating disruptive innovation or not. Maybe you can look at your organization from top to bottom and go, what do we need to do to incentivize disruptive innovation? What do we need to do to disincentivize politicking? And then maybe you'll have an answer and maybe you'll see more disruptive innovation from your people. That's it for me for today. See you next time. And until then, don't forget to think future.